Okay guys, I've been playing a little more with the heavier duty cutting tools, and what I've got here is the East Wing. It's the #1. Nothing big. There's a lot of reviews on it. You can check those out. But this right here is just an axe that I had. It's just a single bit axe, and it is a true temper. I think I picked it up at either Lowe's or Walmart, and it has a fiberglass handle. And I just wanted to get a little more proficient, and the only way you're going to do that is get out here and practice. And spend some time with the older guys that maybe spend a lot of time behind an axe, and you can get a lot of information from that. Okay, what I've done is I've got in here with my chainsaw early summer, late spring, and I've cut down some dead trees, down trees that were actually green at the time, but now it's seasoned. But what's really cool about this stuff is that once you get in here and cut and leave the bark on, this bark will peel off. All you got to do is hit on a little bit and loosen it up, and it'll come off. And this stuff's really cool to have around if you're going to do some shavings and put your dryer kindling in. You'll just lay it down on top of there. But what I've been learning about using axes is that these are pretty dangerous, and they're not as effective as a bigger axe. The weight's not much different if you were to carry a little longer handled axe, and I think if I had to choose between the two, it'd probably be a little longer handled axe. Cutting wood it's all about technique, and from my experience, the faster you can snap this at the end of a stroke, the better. I'll bring this up, and when I come down with it, I'll let it fall naturally, and then about a foot off the piece of wood, I'll snap it. I'll just kind of like pull an upward stroke with my back and dig it in here, and it works pretty good. Now, splitting your wood up into chunks like that, it's really not that big of a deal. It's work involved. It takes a little bit of practice, but you spend 30 minutes to an hour behind one of these things, you'll learn a little better technique, and to each man it's different. But what I think your skills with your axe skills come into play is when you get a little bit better at your finer skills to where you're breaking it down into smaller kindling. And when I compared the two, the axe and the hatchet, the axe outweighs the hatchet big time. Your smaller skills are just, I'll show you the smaller skills. This is the size of my fist, the size of the thing. What you're wanting is probably, you want to break that into 3 or 4 pieces for kindling, for a certain size of kindling. And a little heavier axe, a full axe, does a lot better, in my opinion, than that hatchet. You don't have to use nowhere near the power on your stroke, and the less power you use during a stroke is the less you're going to have to worry about cutting a thumb off or cutting a finger off. Now, once you get your fist-sized stuff busted up into 3 or 4 pieces to where it may be 2 fingers thick or so, you're going to want to cut a little smaller kindling to where at least thumb size. And I found that the axe is better than a hatchet, Billy Poe's opinion. And you just get your start. And you just chop with everything together. I'm not going to say that it ain't dangerous, because it is. Anytime you mess with a cutting tool of any type, there's going to be some hazards to it. It just takes practice, and I'm not good at it. I mean, I just started doing this a couple hours ago. I carry a hatchet in my bag, but to say I've really spent any time with it, I can't. And I really have used this axe for nothing much more than clearing lots. As a matter of fact, I used it when I was clearing this lot here at my cabin. There's no need to be scared of these things. You just got to respect them and keep them sharp and take your time. You don't want to rush through anything. You can use an axe to get your pieces smaller than that. You simply do that by different ways. I've seen Iowa woodsmen do it just like that, and it works really well. Takes a little more practice. The smaller pieces you cut, the more practice it's going to take. And you do it just like you would your knife. Just stick it in the end and twist. Okay guys, that's my take on axes. Wonderful tools. If I have to choose, it's going to be the bigger axe. I hope you learned something. I sure did. Thanks for watching.